We have breaking news. The House is about to hold a vote on whether to expel New York Republican George Santos from Congress. The vote comes after an ethics report accused him of stealing money from his campaign for personal use. He's also facing 23 federal charges, including identity theft and credit card fraud. Santos has remained defiant, refusing to step down, even though he says he expects to be ousted from his seat today. For more on this, let's bring in ABC's Jay O'Brien on Capitol Hill, senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky, and our senior national correspondent Terry Moran. Terry, Santos has focused a lot on what he calls a dangerous precedent here, that if he were to be expelled, he would be the first congressman in modern history to be ousted without a conviction, and that has other repercussions down the line. How significant is that?
Well, that's his best argument, Diane, and he is right. This would set a precedent. It would lower the threshold for expelling members of Congress. Only in the whole history of Congress, and imagine all the people that, well, may have qualified for expulsion or for some kind of discipline, and all the 234 years or whatever it is, the United States House of Representatives, only 5 have ever been expelled. 3 because they had joined the Confederacy. And 2 who had been convicted of crimes by a jury. And those 2, most recently in 2000 and in 1980, had been convicted of crimes. So Santos is making the argument that he would be the first member of the House of Representatives to be kicked out on the basis of allegations not determined to be crimes by a jury. That is said, however, he is looking at an uphill climb in some ways, because the House Ethics Committee did do an investigation and looked at 172,000 pieces of evidence and really just slammed him for all kinds of wrongdoing. But that argument that he makes, that it would weaken the barrier against expulsion, that his seat, the 3rd Congressional District of the state of New York, does not belong to him. It does not belong to the members of the House of Representatives. It belongs to the people of the 3rd Congressional District of New York on Long Island, and they should determine his fate. At least that's his argument.
So, Jay, how is that argument landing with lawmakers? Does it seem to be resonating on Capitol Hill?
It's landing pretty well at this hour, Diane. Look, there are a number of Republicans who believe that Santos should go. There were some who believe that Santos should go for months now, and then there were others who changed their votes to believe it was time for him to go after that scathing ethics report that Terry referenced. But the breaking news we're getting this hour is that the highest echelon of Republican leadership in the House, the Speaker, the Majority Leader on downward, have all said that they are a no today on voting to expel George Santos. Speaker Mike Johnson telling reporters earlier this morning that he's a no. Steve Scalise, the Majority Leader, telling reporters yesterday that he was a no. Just breaking today, I've got a source close to Tom Emmer, who's the Majority Whip, the number 3 Republican in the House, telling me that he's going to vote no. And then Elise Stefanik, the conference chair, the number 4 Republican in the chamber, tweeting moments ago that she is also a no. So leadership has said they're not telling members how they should vote on this vote. Leadership is calling this a vote of conscience, but together they're all telegraphing that they believe, at least personally, that Santos should not be kicked out of the House of Representatives. And I can tell you, Diane, that is something that Team Santos is taking as incredibly good news. They seem more confident today than they were yesterday that they could be on track to pull this off. I've been talking to Republican sources. Everybody says that this vote is going to be close.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.